Toxic versus healthy. Is your ex poisoning your future? Let's face it, folks, breaking up is tough. It's like ripping off a band-aid that's been stuck on you for way too long. Painful and messy. But you know what's even tougher? Staying stuck in the quicksand of a toxic relationship even after it's over. See, understanding the difference between a toxic bond and a healthy bond with your ex, that's the secret sauce to moving on and finding real happiness. That's what we're going to dive deep into today. We're going to yank this problem up by the roots, dust it off, and figure out how to move on once and for all. Emotional roller coaster, are you addicted to the ups and downs? Now, a toxic relationship, that's like being strapped into a roller coaster in a hurricane. You're jerked around, up 1 minute, down the next, never knowing if you're going to puke or pass out. 1 minute it's all sunshine and roses, next minute you're dodging emotional landmines. This constant chaos, it messes with your head, your heart, the whole shebang. You start craving those highs even when you know the lows are going to knock you flat. You think to yourself, maybe this time it'll be different. But let's be real, folks, a tiger can't change its stripes. These intense emotional swings, they're like a drug, and you, my friend, you're hooked. You start thinking this is normal, this is love. But let me tell you, love shouldn't feel like a constant battle for your sanity. You deserve better than to be somebody's emotional punching bag. Obsessed with the ex? Time to take back your brain. Okay, so you've kicked your toxic ex to the curb, but you can't seem to kick him out of your head. You're replaying every fight, every laugh, every I love you on a loop in your mind. You're scrolling through their social media like a private investigator, trying to piece together their every move. Listen, I get it, breakups are tough, but this constant rumination, this obsessive thinking, it's like trying to heal a wound by pouring salt on it. You're stuck in the past, replaying the same old tapes, while life, real life, is happening right in front of you. You're missing out on new opportunities, new relationships, new experiences, because you're too busy living in the land of what if and if only. It's time to hit the stop button on that broken record player in your mind and start focusing on the present moment. You can't rewrite the past, but you sure as heck can write a new future, one where your ex is a distant memory, not a constant companion. Boundaries, the invisible fence your ex keeps crossing. Boundaries, folks, they're not about shutting people out, they're about protecting your own well-being. They're like the property lines of your soul, letting people know what you will and will not tolerate. Now, in a toxic relationship, those boundaries, they get trampled on like a herd of elephants at a picnic. Your ex, they waltz right over your nose, dismiss your needs, and make you feel like you're being unreasonable for wanting basic respect. And the worst part, sometimes you don't even realize those boundaries are being crossed until you're left feeling used, drained, and violated. It's like they've got this magical power to make you question your own sanity. You start thinking, maybe they're right, maybe I am overreacting, but let me tell you something. You have every right to protect your heart, your mind, and your soul. Don't let anyone, especially not an ex, tell you otherwise. Chapter 4, Excuses, Excuses. Stop justifying bad behavior. Listen up, because this is important. You cannot keep making excuses for your ex's bad behavior. Oh, he didn't mean to yell at me. He was just stressed. She only cheated because I didn't give her enough attention. No, stop it right now. You're playing a dangerous game, minimizing their actions and chipping away at your own self-worth. Every time you justify their toxic behavior, you're giving them a free pass to hurt you again. You're basically handing them a loaded gun and saying, go ahead, fire away, I can take it. But you know what? You deserve better than to be someone's emotional punching bag. You deserve someone who treats you with respect, kindness, and love, not someone who constantly needs to be excused for their hurtful actions. Chapter 5, Feeling Trapped. Time to break free from the toxic chains. Toxic relationships can feel like quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. You feel powerless, stuck, like you'll never escape their gravitational pull. You start believing their lies, thinking you're not good enough, smart enough, or attractive enough to find someone else. You're living in a cage of your own making, with the door wide open, but you're too afraid to fly. But here's the truth, you are strong enough to break free. You deserve a love that sets you free, not one that chains you down. Start by taking small steps towards your own liberation. Reconnect with friends, pursue your passions, rediscover who you are outside of the relationship. Remember, you are not defined by your past, and you have the power to create a brighter future, one where you are free to soar. Chapter 6. Chasing the high why you crave the toxic thrill. Here's the thing about toxic relationships, folks. They can be addictive. You get hooked on the drama, the intensity, the highs and lows. It's like a shot of adrenaline straight to the heart, even if it's followed by a crash that leaves you feeling drained and empty. You tell yourself you're over it, that you're done with the drama, but then you get a taste of that familiar chaos and bam, you're right back in it, craving that toxic high. But here's the deal, that high, it's fleeting. It's like trying to quench your thirst with salt water. It just leaves you wanting more. True love, real love, that's not about the drama, the games, or the roller coaster of emotions. It's about peace, respect, and a deep, abiding connection. Don't settle for the fleeting high of a toxic relationship when you deserve the lasting joy of a healthy one. Chapter 7. Haunted by the past. Overcoming anxiety and flashbacks. Even when you've moved on from a toxic relationship, the past can come back to haunt you. You're walking down the street and suddenly you're hit with a wave of anxiety, a flashback to a hurtful argument or a painful memory. It's like your mind is a broken record player, stuck on repeat, replaying the same old, painful tune. These intrusive thoughts and feelings can be debilitating, making it difficult to move on and embrace the present moment. But here's the good news. You don't have to let these flashbacks control you. Just like you wouldn't let a bully live rent-free in your house, you don't have to let these negative thoughts and feelings take up residence in your mind. Seek professional help, practice mindfulness techniques, and surround yourself with a supportive network. Remember, you are not alone and healing is possible. Outro: reclaiming your life, moving on from a toxic ex. Look, recognizing you were in a toxic relationship, that's a huge step. It means you're ready to take back your life, to stop giving your power away to someone who didn't deserve it. It's time to ditch the baggage, heal those wounds, and step into your own damn power. Remember, you are worthy of love, respect, and happiness. Don't be afraid to reach out for help, whether it's from a therapist, a trusted friend, or a support group. You don't have to go through this alone. The journey to healing might be tough, but trust me, it's a heck of a lot better than staying stuck in the quicksand of a toxic relationship. You've got this.